You're looking live in the Chapter 5 test with me, Mr. Goldman, and period 1. Standard 1. Julio bought soccer shoes at 40% off sale, at a 40% off sale, and saved $36. What was the regular price of the shoes? Well, if we go 0% to 100%, this is what he saved, which is 40%, which means he paid 60%. And this amount is $36. So we're ultimately looking for what 100% is. But if I break this into 10 pieces, because it's nice and easy, so we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I see that there's 4 spots that make up 36. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that each equal space is $9, which would be 10%. And if $9 is 10%, then 100% is $90. So the answer is 90. Okay, and there's a lot of different ways to solve this. I saw a lot of really good stuff. But if you're given 40%, you can pretty easily find 10% by dividing this 36 by 4. Then going from 10% to 100%, you just multiply by 10. So $90 is the cost of the shoes. Standard 2, find the probability of each event. Write your answer as a fraction and a percent. Drawing a diamond from a standard deck of cards. Probability of diamond. Well, there's 13 diamonds out of 52 cards, which simplifies to 1/4, right? Diamonds are 1 suit out of 4 suits, and they're all equal size, which equals 25%. Rolling a number less than 5 on a standard number cube. Less than 5 means 5 does not count, right? So on a standard number cube, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So we're looking for 1, 2, 3, or 4. So 4 out of 6, which is 2/3, which is 66.6 repeating percent.
Oh, like I would know that.
Drawing a blue marble from a bag of 18 marbles, 3 of which are blue. So there's 3 blue out of 18, which is the same as 1/6, which is 16.6 repeating percent. We could have found that with division, 1 divided by 6. There you go. Darnell designed the spinner at Right for a game. It still has 1 incomplete section. Help him find out the probability of selecting a card. So we want to basically find out the probability of getting this section here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add up the probability of spin again and lose a turn. 1/4 plus 5/12. And ultimately, I will then subtract this answer from 1, because we know, hopefully, that if I add up these 3 probabilities, it will give me 1. So I need a common denominator because I'm adding. 1/4 is the same as 3/12. Plus 5/12 is 8/12. So then I do 12 over 12 minus 8/12 is 4/12, meaning the selected card is 4/12, which simplifies to 1/3. What is the probability that on any turn you will not get to spin again? So probability of not spin again. Well, the probability of spin again is 1/4. So the complement to that, or not getting that, is going to be 1 minus 1/4. Or 3/4, because you're either going to spin again or you're not going to spin again. So the probability of getting not spin again is 3/4 or 9/12. All right, standard 4. Create a table to identify the probability of getting heads on a fair coin and then rolling an even number with a 6-sided die. So first I'm going to do a table. Heads, tails. Those are my two options for flipping a coin. A 6-sided number die or number cube. 4, 5, 6. All right, so this would be heads in 1, heads in 2, heads in 3, heads in 4, heads 5, heads 6, tail 1, tail 2, tail 3, tail 4, tail 6. So out of these, I want heads in an even number. So that would be 1, 2, 3. And there's 12 total numbers. So it would be 3 over 12, which equals 1/4. That's the probability of getting heads and an even number. Create a tree diagram for the following. Mr. Feinberg orders lunch from a deli where you create your own sandwich. The deli has 2 choices of bread, wheat and sourdough, 3 choices of cheese, Swiss, American, and cheddar, and 3 types of protein, tofu, ham, and turkey. Delicious. How many different combinations of sandwiches can Mr. Feinberg order from the deli? So the first choice has 2 options, wheat and sourdough. So I'm going to branch off here, wheat, sourdough. And then I have 3 choices of cheese, Swiss, American, and cheddar. Swiss, American, and cheddar. So Swiss, American, cheddar. Notice I'm trying to have these end about the same level, just so it's a little bit neater. Some of us struggled, made correct trees, but just couldn't read them. 3 types of protein, tofu, ham, and turkey. So tofu, ham, turkey.
Tofu?
Yeah. Go T-O. Tofu, ham, turkey. Tofu, ham. So then I'm just going to add these up at the ends. The end. So I have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we have 18 total combos. There we go. All right. If Mr. Feinberg randomly selects a bread, cheese, and protein option, what's the probability that he gets a ham sandwich on wheat with Swiss?
Oh, I know what it is.
Well, I want to start with wheat. I got to go down here. Wheat, Swiss, ham. That's my only option that works, that has all those options. So there's one choice out of 18 total. 118. All right, 5D process question. A rectangle has a length which is 8 inches longer than twice the width. A lot of us missed the word twice. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 34 inches, what are the dimensions of the rectangle? So my describe, I would say perimeter is 34 inches. I might draw a little rectangle. W, and I like sort of this method here. If I have another W here and W here, then that would be 8. Because it's 8 inches longer than twice as the W. And then I, of course, want to, what are the dimensions? So I want to restate that. What are the dimensions of the rectangle. And dimensions just means length and width. What are the length and width of the rectangle? So I'm going to define, I want to define W and L. For my do, it's perimeter, so I'm going to do L plus W plus W. A lot of us just did L plus W. And my decision is going to be, does it equal 34? Okay. So trial 1, let's just say width is 2. My length, I would have 2 times 2. And welcome back. Thank you. So my width is 2. That would mean my length would be 12. So I would do 12 plus 12 plus 2 plus 2. 12 plus 12 is 24. Plus 2 is 26. Plus 2 is 28. So that would be too low. Sad face. Trial 2, we'll try 3. So again, we'll do 2 times 3 plus 8, which is 14. 14 plus 14 plus 3 plus 3 is 34. Yay. All right. My declare. I do declare that the width is 3 inches and the length is 14 inches. Okay. Now, the biggest mistakes here were not knowing that you had to add length plus width plus width. Some of us found area, some of us just length plus width. The other one was a lot of people didn't double the width before they added 8. All right, so this part was maybe a little bit trickier. An algebraic expression means variables. All right, and I'll do that here actually. If I just use W for the variable, then I'm going to follow this form. I'm going to do 2 times W plus 8. Now my length is 2W plus 8 plus 2W plus 8 plus W plus W. Okay, so length. My length is 2W plus 8. My width is W. My perimeter, I add all 4 sides up. That's how I find perimeter. So 2W plus 8 plus 2W plus 8 plus W plus W. There's a couple other ways to write this. Right? We could have done 2 times 2W plus 8 plus W, 6W plus 16. Any one of these would have been good. Notice I wrote with variables and I only have one variable. Right? This becomes an equation that I can later solve. All right. Thank you for your time.